From the towering peaks of the Woolajezi Mountain in Lofa County to the golden plains of Bomi River Basin, through the verdant greens of the Sapo National Park, a place where monkeys whisper secrets and pygmy hippos tread unseen, from the valleys to the roaring coasts of Monrovia, Buchanan, Harper, and Robertsport. These are the voices that travel unfiltered, uncaged, and unstoppable. Welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where we speak the languages of the land, celebrate the cultures of our people, beat the drums of our tribes, and dance to the rhythms of our identity. This platform is more than just a broadcast. It's a movement, a megaphone for the people. No scripts, no sugarcoating, no stage management, just the truth, pure, bold, and proudly Liberian. Tune in, turn up the volume, and join your host, George Senator Sibo, the Pan-Africanist, shaking the mic, breaking the silence, and speaking for the nation and its people. The Liberian Voices Unfiltered. All hail, Liberia hail. It is raw, it is real, it is authentic. From the bushes to the beaches, this is our voices, our truth, and our story. It must be heard.
Yeah, you're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mask, no crown.
Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say. Unfiltered voices paving the way.
Liberian voices, unfiltered. Yeah, we tell you how it is, no filter. Liberian voices, unfiltered. The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Buchanan to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Town, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian voices, unfiltered. Yeah. You're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia,
share the live, please. Share the
where
live.
truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight.
So, fellow Liberians, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got major issues. Today being February 2nd, 2026. See how the year can fly by like this. The day just goes by fast. But look at where our country is. Even though the year keep going, I don't know if our country is progressing. I don't know where we are moving. So tonight we're going to be talking on so many issues. Share the live. Tag your friends in the live. Share on your Facebook page. Comment. We're going to be reading your comments. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff here today. So please go ahead and share the live on your page. Go ahead and invite your friends to join this live. And I'm going to make it interactive. I'm going to put, I'm going to be reading comments. We're going to be talking about so many things that is going on in Liberia today. Things that are happening that we need to address. Things that are happening that we, the young people, the young people of Liberia needs to talk about because it is getting out of hand. If we don't do things to talk about it now, it's going to be a problem for us very, very soon. We saw that before in the 80s, and these things might repeat itself in 2026. So please go ahead, share the live. We're going to be talking about a lot of things today. Share the live, invite your friends, invite families, invite loved ones. Let us all go into the discussion. So right after the theme song, I'm going to jump straight into the discussion. Please go ahead, share the live, send your comment. And I'm going to be reading this comment out as you follow the show. So please follow us and stay tuned.
Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mask, no crown.
Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say. Unfiltered voices paving the way.
Liberian voices, unfiltered. Yeah, we tell you how it is, no filter. Liberian voices, unfiltered. The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Buchanan to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Town, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian voices. You're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mess, no crown.
Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business.
Please go ahead and share the live. Share the live. Invite your friends. Invite your family to this live. We're going to be talking a lot of stuff today. We're going to be talking about why our country is still being backward. Why are the politicians enjoying so much when people that voted them in are not making any progress? Look at the youth. More than 70% youth are unemployed. What is going on? The budget has been passed. 2026 is the implementation year of the budget. Is there anything going to reflect in the budget for the youth or for unemployed people? Share the live. We're going to be talking more about that. Go ahead and share the live.
Share the
live. Give your comment. We're going to be talking more about that tonight. Our country, the way where we are heading, are we heading in the right direction? Are things happening for the youth? Are we making things to work for the young people in our country? Go ahead and share the live. Please share the live, right, people? We're going to make this very, very interactive, and we're going to be talking a lot of stuff tonight. Okay? So, in order not to waste your time, let's get started. So, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to our people all across Liberia and to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. So, welcome once again to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where the truth speaks, the people matter, and no voice is too small to be heard. Today's conversation is not just a discussion, it is a mirror reflecting the daily lives of millions of Liberians. So before we begin, I want you to pause for the moment and think about this. A mother waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning to fetch water before going to sell in the market. A father who wants to work but has no job despite years of experience, qualification, and the willingness to work. A young graduate holding a certificate but sleeping with hunger because there is no job in the country. A child studying on a candlelight because electricity is still a dream in most part of Liberia. These are not just stories from another country. These are the stories from Liberia. These are Liberian stories. So today's topic is Liberia under pressure. Why basic services and jobs still elude the people? Why is it difficult for our people to receive basic services and jobs? Despite their willingness to work, despite their commitment to go to school, despite their time and effort in looking for the job and making every effort to go through the process of acquiring education and looking for jobs, they can't still get jobs. Young people are all on the street getting involved with so many things simply because they are idle. So this discussion is not about hating anyone. It's not about insulting anyone, or it is not based on a political division of any political group. It is about truth. It is about solution and our shared future, the future of Liberia and the future of all Liberians. So if you are listening from Monrovia, from Buchanan, from Ganta, from Zwedru, from Hapo, from the diaspora, this conversation is for you. So looking at our country, let us speak honestly. Many Liberians wake up every day not knowing where the next meal will come from. Some children attend school very hungry in this modern era. Children go to school hungry. Children walk miles to go to school. Children walk distance to go to school. And some other children stop schooling completely because the parents cannot afford the school fees or the uniform and transportation for their children. In modern day Liberia, I'm talking about. in 2026. We still have these things happening. In many communities, clinics have no medicine. The people cannot get medications in their clinic. Roads become rivers, especially during the rainy season. Somebody say, oh, the government try a little bit on road. That trying is not enough. It's not enough. Farm to market roads, there is nothing going on there. Yellow machines, how many? 200, how many? Up to today, 2 years counting, we can't get yellow machine. What is going on? What is going on? Clean water is still a luxury in many of our communities. Not just Monserrado is not just, Monrovia is not just Liberia. Not because you got clean water in Monrovia, that means people in the rural area, people in other counties are having it. No, they are not having it. Clean water become a luxury. Politicians are using that as an opportunity to go and build hand pump for the people to vote for them, because clean water has become a luxury to our people. Things that's supposed to be a fundamental right for them to have, it has become a luxury to them in that country, in many communities in Liberia. Electricity is still unstable, and in fact, in some places, it's not even existing. Even in Monserrado, there are places in Monserrado we don't even have electricity. You think when you run few wires along the road and you put it on, you think that's the electricity we're talking about? People's homes are not electrified. You run it on the road, then you put it on. You say, President, symbolically turn it on. Why are you deceiving the people? Why are you lying to the people? You know you don't have light on the entire RIA road. You know you don't have light in the entire community, but you go about deceiving the people. Oh, the president turned RIA light on. You can't say that they turn small portion of the light on. Why are you deceiving the people? These are the same people you expect to vote for you 2029. These are the people you will be expecting to go in the trenches for you in 2029. If today you cannot seek their interest after putting all of these lies, all the lies you put together, we will change this in 1 year. We will fight corruption in 1 year. What is going on? How many persons have been persecuted for corruption? How many people are going to jail for corruption? Are you afraid of them because you hope you plan to do the same thing before your tenure ends? Is that how we're going to be wallowing in poverty, in continuous poverty? Our people are going to continue to suffer because you don't want to do the right thing. This is exactly what our people are confronted with, because they always put in misleaders, people that don't have the country at heart. But yet, every year, you have promises of development. Oh, yeah, we'll do the one. So the question here is, why do life remain so hard for the ordinary people? Why our people are suffering? Why our people can't get the dividend of what God has given the nation? Why our people cannot benefit from the resources that God has given us? So this is not just about Liberian being lazy people. We're not lazy people. It's not because Liberian lack intelligence, that's why they can't get a job. No. It's not because we lack resources. We got everything. Liberia is rich in gold. We are rich in rubber, in iron ore, in timber, and in human talent. But yet, what we struggle with in Liberia is management, is accountability, and it is a prioritization of what is needed. Of what is needed. We lack management in the country. Accountability is a luxury. In fact, you can't even find it's the scarcest commodity in the country. Nobody wants to be held accountable. Nobody want to lead with integrity. We have all of these politicians passing around. They will make promises during elections. They will go and tell the people, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this. At the end of the day, they can't get it done. Then they leave the people. The masses become the fools at the end of the day. Look at 70% of youth unemployed. But 2026 budget have hit $1.2 billion. How much in that budget that is reflecting on job creation for youth? How much in that budget that is reflecting money that will be deposited in the bank that young people, entrepreneurs can go and get access to loan to run their business? How much is that? How much in the budget to support agricultural activities, even though agriculture is one of the major pillars of the arrest agenda, as you guys said. But agriculture received less than 1% in the budget. Are we serious? Is that how a serious nation can proceed? Because you say that donor will help with agriculture. So because of that, you cannot even sponsor your own agriculture project that you have as a pillow. That's a disgrace. That's a shame on our country. We should be ashamed of that. The leadership should be ashamed of that. So when development does not reach the ordinary people, frustration can grow. And frustration can lead to hopelessness. And hopelessness can lead to anger. And anger can lead to retaliation. Our people will begin to retaliate. You will see people go in the street, and then you will see youth taking in drugs, because some people don't even want to be bothered with what's going on. They just want to get high. Just go take that drugs and live, and don't want to know what's even happening. What are your brand, the country where you're they don't want to know. They just live their life because they are frustrated. It's not that they are happy or what they're going. It's not that they want to go and take drugs. No. But because they are frustrated. Imagine finishing high school or university with your dream, only to sit at home for years with no jobs. Look at how many of our friends that graduated college, that I know graduated university in Liberia, they can't get a job. Some youth submit over 100 applications. They can't get any response. When you go to the executive mansion website, they say they have jobs. Go there. Those are flow show. There's no job there. Don't waste your time. Don't apply to the job because it doesn't even exist. Those job does not exist. What is going on with our leadership? So others are told that you need to have job experience. How can you get experience when you don't even have a job? This is really, really painful. Many young people have turned into selling many things, selling people. They are selling trash card. People that graduated from university. People with trade, they are selling trash card. They sell coconut. Can you imagine? They sell coconut. People are selling donut on the street. Graduates are selling those things. That's a shame. Our young people have become bad riders. They ride motorbike for survival. Some of them are graduate. They went to school. They went to universities. They are graduate. They can't get a job. They can't get a job. And what's above all of them, look at the crime. People are getting involved with crimes. Crimes are going to increase. And then you get drug. Then you find a lot of young people fighting to leave the country. People doing all they can. Even if it costs them to go and get drowned into the Mediterranean Sea, to cross, go to Europe or come to America, they will do it. As if the continent, as if the country does not have the resources to take care of them. But because one lawmaker, one representative want to have $2,000 trash car every month. Because one senator and want to drive $45,000 car, $50,000 car, $60,000 car. What are we heading to? What are we heading to? So when you see these things, you are taking drugs and all that, not because they want to, but because survival is forcing them to do that. This is why unemployment is not just an economic issue. It has become a societal crisis, a social crisis that needs to be addressed. When young people lose hope, society loses stability. Look at what happened. See how the drug crisis in no time took over the entire country because the youth are losing hope. And when the youth lost hope, the society became unstable. And to support the bad habit, they will need to go out there and steal because they got to buy their drug. They need to go out there and rob people, use knives, use cutlasses, machetes to go to people's houses and affect them because they need the money to take care of their addiction. A nation that does not invest in the youth is slowly digging its own grave. I'm telling you this. When you don't support the youth, when you don't create programs that will support the youth, you are slowly digging your grave. So let's be very, very clear on this. Government exists to serve the people, not to serve themselves. Government officials should be serving the people. They should be a servant of the people, not to be the ones that will be benefiting. Being a minister, being a director, it's a service. Being a president, the vice president, is a service that you run over to your country. You are serving your people. Your people becomes your employer. But in Liberia, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. And we see that a lot. When they are giving opportunity to have a government job, they think that they are giving them a blank check that they can walk in their own clan now. When leaders are elected or appointed, they are entrusted with public resources to improve lives. That is their job. We entrust you with public resources to improve the lives of your people, the lives of people in your constituency, the lives of people in your community. That's what you should be doing as a leader. But many citizens feel disconnected from leadership. Many of our people are disconnected from leadership. So some are even asking, where does our money go? People pay taxes, they can see what is happening. And many of them are asking, so why are communities lacking social and basic social services? Why? And we have these things, we have resources to address all of these things. Why are our community lacking this thing? Why do only few people in Liberia benefit? Why only few people calling themselves government officials are building mansions? They are riding expensive cars, they are going on vacation, they are going abroad to hospitals. When they feel even minor headache, they are flying to go for. But then when people are in labor, women are in labor, they go and die in JFK because there is no bed. They go and die in Redemption because there is no drug. Just minor sicknesses that can be cured, minor diseases that can be addressed are killing people in Liberia simply because government is not prioritizing what they're supposed to prioritize. They prioritize their pocket. They are misleaders. Leadership should be of service. It's not a privilege for you to steal. It's not a privilege for you to rob the people. You don't have that luxury of stealing from the people. Public funds should be used for schools. It should be used for hospitals. It should be used for roads. It should be used for job creation. Not to take it and put it in your pocket and go on vacation. Not to take it and put it in your pocket and go abroad and have fun with your family. No, you are robbing the people of what God has given them. You take the people taxes, you safina it for yourself. You pay yourself $2,000 in gas slip. That is absurd. Why would you do that to your own people? Why would you do that to your people? Teachers are not even being paid. Nurses are not being paid. Doctors are not paid. But you take $2,000 for gas slip alone for yourself. And you are even talking about increasing the number, adding 14 more representatives to what we currently have. Are you kidding me? Why are you treating your own people in this manner? Why are you behaving like that to your own people? Why are you doing this? Transparency is not a favor, it is a duty for everyone. It is a duty for every public servant. Transparency, you must be transparent in everything you do. And citizens have the role to ask you questions as a leader. Citizens must be informed as to what is going on. They should participate peacefully. When they want to peacefully assemble, you should allow them to peacefully assemble and petition the government on situation they have, on questions they need answer to, on things they want to see change. Leaders need to be held accountable. And this will only happen. And democracy will only work when citizens are awake. Liberians need to wake up. You need to shine your eyes. Look around, shine your eyes and see. 2029 will soon be here. They will come back to you again with sweet mouth. They will come back to you again with one bag of rice. They will come back to you again with $20 to truck you, with $10 to take you from one place to another. If you go about doing that, I want to see a sweeping tsunami this 2029, coming 2029. I want to see all those boogers sitting in that place called themselves representative and senator. I want to see all of them be retired, go home. Let a brand new set of people come in that will bring transformation to the country. All those guys mean no business, they mean no help. All of them must be retired to go home. They are not helping. They are not willing to reduce their salary. They are not willing to cut down their gas slip. They're not willing to do nothing. So that means they're not willing to do anything. They will provide you charade. 2 persons will come and say they're introducing bill to cut down on salary. 2 people will come and say we'll do that one. By the end of the day, where does it go? Those 2 people that even want to cut down salary today really want to cut down their salary. It's not truth. It's not truth. It's not truth. Liberia has received help from international partners for many years. That's supposed, those supposed have saved life. Yes, it has rebuilt institutions and it has supported peace. But let us ask ourselves this question today. Why are we still dependent on foreign aid if we have resources? Why are we dependent on foreign aid? We have all the resources we need. Why do we struggle when donors pull back? Soon they say 1 or 2 people, UNICEF pull back, UNDP pull back. The country is panicking. The government is panicking because we are dependent on foreign aid. We are dependent on begging, but we have all the resources. We pay ourselves $10,000, $15,000. Pay our lawmaker $10,000, $15,000. Government official $10,000, $15,000. You pay them that money. But then you go tell somebody, say, oh, we don't have bed in the hospital. Can you give a bed? Who does that? Who's going to take you serious in the first place? They'll tell you go and address your salary issue first. When you address that, you come back to us. So foreign aid, when you receive it, it has something to be depending on. But when you receive it, it should be used to support development, not to replace responsibility. So when the people contributing to agriculture, when they're giving you money, 1 or 2 cents or a couple of millions for agriculture, you must put money in your budget, sufficient money to support agriculture. That's the only way the country can be self-sufficient in food. And when agriculture is one of your major pillars, you must support agriculture. You cannot go put a chicken change in the budget for agriculture and hoping that international partner will give you money to support agriculture. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? It's like you want to marry a woman and you hope on your friends and to pay all the money to support you to marry that woman. So then where your own contribution? What do you do? All everybody might raise money, everybody might contribute money for your want to go marry a woman. You don't even put father out there. But then you say you go marry a woman. So agriculture is your pillow, but you don't put nothing significant in the budget for agriculture. But you want international partners to give you money to support agriculture, which is your pillow. That is crazy. If anything higher than craziness, that is one of the higher crazy things I've ever seen from the government. So with this, we expect a nation like Liberia, we must be able to produce our own food. And to produce your own food, the government must support agriculture. You can't support agriculture. You're talking about rice. Do you know how many metric tons of rice Liberia eat every day? So we're going to be still ordering the rice from Singapore or from China. We're going to be ordering them because we can't grow our own food. And when we can't grow our own food, we are hoping on international donors, international partners to give us some money. Then we steal it. Then we get small agriculture again. In the name of work, we're working on agriculture as one of our major pillars. That's a lie. That is not true. You're not doing the right thing. So a nation must be able to train their own workforce. But a nation must be able to strengthen their local businesses. How much money the government appropriated in the budget that will be able to support loans and grants for entrepreneurs, for local businesses? Zero. The answer is zero money in the budget for that. So that means 2026 will come and pass. Business owner, small markets, small and medium market owner will not be able to get loan again. So 2026 is just fly. It's gone. It's going to be fly again. But they increase the budget. They increase their money. They are paid their allowances. Everything is increasing the budget. But what does the people stand to benefit? What Liberians are standing to benefit? The answer is nothing. Nothing. Our resources are not protected. People come and take our resources. They take 100% and give you 5%. They let somebody come to your house and say, you know what I mean? They think behind your house, I like it. But I will take it and I will take $100 and I will give you $5. It's only in Liberia we see those kind of negotiation going on. Only in Liberia you see those kind of thing. Our resources are not protected. It is vulnerable. People just come and take it for free and walk away with it. So true independence comes when the nation can stand on its own feet. Liberia cannot stand on our own feet. Even though we have the resources, but our leaders have made the country dependent on foreign aid, have made the country dependent on assistance from other countries. If we have everything, we got everything that we need to make our country to stand on our own. So I want you to know this. Corruption is not just about stealing money. It is about stealing hope. When you steal the people hope, you are corrupt. When funds meant for school disappear, the children will suffer. When hospital money is misused, lives will be lost. When roads remain unfinished, communities will become isolated. Fighting corruption does not mean hatred or revenge. It means justice and accountability. Let people be accountable for their actions. Every Liberian must reject corruption in their daily lives. Don't give bribe. Don't demand bribe. Don't accept bribe. That is corruption. Speak up when you see something wrong. Speak up. So corruption does not only mean that the government official. It could even mean your local communities. People say, okay, they gave you something for a community, you take it. You can be a school principal. Money that's supposed to be used to make the children gala day or the children program colorful and meaningful. You take some of that money and you eat it. That is corruption. So corruption is at all levels in Liberia. It's not just government. Even in the womb, husband and wife are corrupting their own children. Children are corrupting their parents. Corruption is everywhere. It has broken the fabric of our society. Change must take place. So our change begins with small actions. It don't have to be big actions. You can start doing the right thing from the school. Students, teacher, when the student fail them. It doesn't mean you hate them. When the school F, give them F. You will give them the opportunity to go and study. You will give them the opportunity to go and read the book back and see what they miss. But if they score F and you give them B, what have you told them? You have just given them a green like that. What they did was right. And we all know that it failed. That is corruption. So I need you to ask yourself, what is the biggest struggle in our community right now? What our community is struggling with? What kind of leadership do we want to see in 2029? Those are the questions you need to be asking yourself now. What advice will you give your young Liberians today? What are some of the advice you can give your young people in your community? Some of you that are older people now. What solution do you believe can work for your community? Those are the questions you should be factoring in your mind now, to be asking, to be making people to know what will be the plan for the coming election 2029. It seems far, but it's right here. Preparation starts now. It starts now. So despite all of these challenges, I can still see Liberians are not hopeless people. Hope is still alive. And young people who have refused, you can see hope alive in some of the young people that have refused to give up. Some of them are still selling their plastic bag. Some of them are still selling water. Some of them are selling coconut. Hope is still alive in them. They still live with hope. They still live with determination. Teachers who teach with little pay, these are the hope. You can still see hope in them. Those teachers that are not taking bribes, that are doing justice to the system. Nurses who can serve with limited resources. Nurses are improviding. Some nurses are even going to wash gloves and reuse the gloves. Those are people that hope are still lives in them. Yes, we can see that. So Liberians still have hope. And you can see farmers who help to feed the nation. Those are people that hope still live in them. So we must support education and skill training in the country. If our country is to move forward, we must support education. We must support skill training. We must promote entrepreneurship. We must strengthen community leadership. And we must also demand transparency from peacefully from our leaders, from our government. So changes will not happen overnight. But it will happen if we stay united. We should fight the cause together. We should be united in fighting corruption. We should be united in fighting the wrong, in reporting issues that have been done wrong in the community. We should be focused on that. We should be focused on those things. That is what we should be doing. So I want you to sit down and look, and how often do we ask ourselves, how can I have the ability to work, have the education, I can get a job? How often do we ask ourselves? And you think, what is wrong? Why we're not getting jobs? Why things are not happening? Why you think these things are not happening? Why you think so? So let me use the opportunity to tell you a little story. This story is about the Tokpa family. They live in a small community just outside the city, in Montserrat, but outside of the city, not too far from the main road. But yet, it is far enough that development have not reached that area. They don't have light, they don't have water, they don't have road. In the same Montserrat. Their home is made of, they live in a zinc ground and made from stick and thatches that cover in it. But they still live in hope for years. Mama Koma. So Mama Tokpa, the wife of Mr. Tokpa, the woman, she wakes up every morning before the sun rises. Not because she wants to do that, but because she must do it to help the family to survive. She walks long distance to fetch water, and then she prepares small widow market of food to sell along the roadside. Some days they can buy her food, some days they don't buy her food. She once dreamed, Mama Koma once dreamed when she was young of becoming a nurse. But poverty and hardship interrupted her dreams. Now her biggest wish is not to focus on getting wealthy again, getting money. No. It's simply to see her children go to school and then at least have some good meal to eat. So, and she once said to herself, I don't want to see my children begging like me. I just want them to live better lives. And the father, Mr. Tokpa, we call him Papa Tokpa. He's a trained plumber. Very strong and skillful man, willing to work. But you can't even get jobs. How many people are building besides people in the diaspora? How many Liberians are really making money to build? For the local workers to even get job, it's job are scarce. They can't even get work to do. But the old man, he can wake up in the morning and try to go look for work. Sometimes he sit on the tree waiting for people to even call him for work. So that you wait all day for people to call him. Sometimes they don't even call him. His tools are old. He needs new tools. His hands are tired. But he keep on being there because he don't want to give up. He wants to take care of his family. Oftentimes he asks himself, how can a man who wants to work still remain poor? The question lives in our heart today of many Liberian men. Look at the children, her daughter, Sarah. She's 14 years old. Brilliant young girl. She loves reading. She dreamed of becoming one day a good teacher. But some days she missed school. Some because she don't have school fees. Transportation, nowhere the school is far from them. These are some of the tragedies. Some not even know uniform that they have faced. Their younger son, Joseph, he want to become a police officer. One day he said to me, I want to protect people so that nobody can get hurt or nobody can suffer again. But how can this dream grow when hunger lives in their home? How can their dreams be fulfilled when they don't even have food or when they're even thinking on the next meal for the other day? How are they going to succeed? So sometimes the children sleep on empty stomach. Sometimes they study in candle light when they even have candle or lantern, jack-o'-lantern. And sometimes they hear their parents whispering at night and arguing, worry about tomorrow, and where would they find food for the children to eat? How would they manage to take care of their children? But every morning, the parents will wake up and they will keep trying on and on so that they can't give up, just to help their children. So I want you guys to know today, the Tokpa family is not alone. They're not alone. Those families are the ones that represent families struggling with clean water situation in Liberia. They are the same kind of people too around other Liberians too. They are youth without jobs or opportunity. They are like that same Tokpa family that the government need to intervene. Parents who work hard to remain, but they still remain poor. That is the situation that Liberians are confronted with. Children whose dreams are fading away. The dreams of the children are fading away. I want to become a doctor. I want to become a lawyer. How many of them will pursue that dreams? Because no opportunity, no support. It's not because they are lazy. It's not because they lack talent. It is because the system is failing them. The system is failing them. When we talk about lack of job, that is exactly what it looks like. When we talk about poor service delivery, that is the face behind it, that the government is failing the people. When we talk about failed leadership, that's the kind of pain it causes in the heart of people. That's the kind of pains Liberia are confronted with. Government policies should reach family like the Tokpa family, every other family in the kind of situation. That's why the policies should address. That's why the budget should be addressing. Public resources should be intended to lift people from poverty, to lift Liberians from poverty, not to put people in poverty. That is what we see the system doing for our people. We want to see development reaching every home. We know the government don't have the money to put a paved road everywhere, but you can do farm to market road. Even if it is dusty road, put it somewhere, let people have access to road. Connectivity. But for all these things, Liberians are still moving on. And they believe that education, one day, education can change the future and the future of our children. They believe that leaders can choose honesty, integrity over corruption and embezzlement. Those are the kind of hope that Liberians are living with today. They believe it's going to change. They believe that community can rise together and elect leaders that will seek the interests of the people come 2029. The communities people should be forming teams and looking at the interests of their society, looking at the interests of their community, and determine the kind of leader they want to elect. Not somebody that will bring one bag of bread, somebody that will come and give you $20 to truck you, put you in a truck or in a pickup or in a bus and take you to a district or a constituency that you don't live, that you don't even know anybody there. You go and vote for them. So these people, Liberians that are poor, Liberians that are suffering, they believe in us. They believe in people who can speak and who will act to demand for better Liberia like we are doing. And this is why conversations like this matter most to people like me. Because our job is to continue to talk, to make sure that the government is doing what they're supposed to do. I don't care how many people are watching, how many people are listening, but we know at the end of the day, people listen to these things. We know at the end of the day, they watch it, they see these things. They should know that they are not performing to expectation. The hope of the people are being dashed. The hope of the people are being dashed. And we can see that. The budget is a clear reflection of it. The budget is a clear reflection. The legislature alone received how much percent of the budget? Where are we heading to? 2026. What the change is going to take place? When our people going to receive the change they have been yearning to receive? When our people going to be able to be liberated from the slavery that the modern slave master is putting them through? Our people are suffering. People wake up in the morning, they're thinking on their next meal, what they're going to eat, how they're going to start their day. Young people Young men that have the energy, that have the enthusiasm, that have everything it takes to go and work. Some of them graduate from high school, they graduate from college. Some of them are senior student in college, are junior student in college. They have the ability to work, but there's no job. How would there be job? When concession company come, they don't even look at the aspect that will create job. They will come and lie to them. We'll create 10,000 direct jobs. We'll create 5,000 indirect jobs. We'll create how many of those jobs have been created? Asila Mentor came and lied. We'll create 10,000 direct jobs. We'll create 5,000 indirect jobs. Is Asila Mentor employing up to 25,000 Liberians? The answer is no. But they lie to the people. Who is going to check those contracts to see those promises you made? Are you fulfilling them? Are you fulfilling them? Why are they exporting iron ore if iron can be manufactured in Liberia? You don't want to create employment in your own country? You don't want manufacturing jobs to be in your country? Well, in America, yeah, we're not short of job is because they bring your iron ore and they manufacture it here. So manufacturing job is here, production job is here, everything you think about is here. All the jobs, because they take your raw material and bring it here and they process it here. So it creates a lot of jobs. Companies are even giving an announcement that they need workers. You can walk to job today and get job tomorrow morning. You can do that. But Liberia, where all the resources are coming from, where all the gold, the diamond, the timbers are coming from, there is no job there. Because you allow them to take your raw material. Why are you giving them the raw material? Why can't they process it there? Asila Mentor, why can't they process the iron ore there? Firestone, why can't they process the tires in Liberia? Golden Beryllium, why can't they do the oil and do all the oil products and ship them out like that as a finished product? Why are they sending out raw material? Why? When you send out raw material, you're taking away jobs from the people. And corruption is funny. It's very, very funny. When a leader is corrupt, he can take $1 million, $2 million, $3 million in his pocket, and then he allowed the nation to suffer billions, to lose billions, because he gets $3 million in his pocket. That's what corruption can do. It blinds your eyes. It gives you small in your pocket and take big from the nation's cover. And these are the kind of things that our country is confronted with on a daily basis, because our lawmakers, our people that are supposed to seek the interests of Liberians are not seeking the interests of Liberians. They are seeking their own interests. Even seeking your own interest, how much money that was made when they leave government in 1 or 2 years, when they leave government, you see them become hungry as if they were nobody before. That's what corruption does. That's what corruption does. So today, I came to let you know, today is January 2nd, 2026. I came to remind you that nothing is going to change in 2026 for the government, because what is going to be done in 2026 has already been decided in 2025. Your budget was decided in 2025. So that budget that will pass is going to be implemented in this 2026. And the budget did not show anything significant that will empower youth. The budget did not show anything significant that will empower entrepreneurship, or that will empower local businesses, that will put money in the bank for agriculture. There is nothing. Nothing there. They are signing concession agreement with oil company to come and drill oil without putting security measure in place. I have talked about several times, and it's going to backfire, as I'm telling you, because I have seen it first. I have worked with countries. I see what oil drilling have cost their country. You have environmental pollution, like I talk about that. Coastal villages, our tourism, our beaches are going to be polluted. I have said it over and over. When you go check, we will lose our fish stock. Our fish stock will get depleted. The fish will, all of them will leave into different territory because we'll have oil over our water. There will be piracy along our coast. What measure do they have to fight piracy? The Coast Guard is not empowered. The Coast Guard doesn't have the capacity to go anywhere to police anything. You have sea robbers. All those things Did they consider that into the framework document? The answer is no. They didn't consider that. So, fellow Liberians, we will continue to talk. We will continue to be the voice of the voiceless. We will continue to present ourselves as the mirror of change. We will continue to talk what we can talk. My people, Liberia should be treated more than politics. Liberia should be treated more than a poor nation. Liberia is us. We must treat Liberia just the way we expect ourselves to be treated. Treat our nation better. We must stop waiting for savior like NGOs, like the IMF, the World Bank, and donors to start becoming solution for ourselves. We must find our own solution. Government must empower farmers by making loans and grants available for farming initiatives. Government must start making grants and loans available for young people to engage in entrepreneurship and to promote trade economic empowerment for the youth. That is how we can stand up for ourselves. Every voice matters. Every action counts. Every generation has a responsibility. And this is the responsibility of that are young people today. It is the responsibility of our generation today. It is our responsibility to conscientize the government and those that are in authority not to forget the youth, not to forget youth empowerment, and not to forget youth involvement in the nation building process. It is our job to make the government know, to tell them that young people should not be left out of the governing process, because the young people are the future of their country. So I want us to be able to build a Liberia to build a country where children can dream freely, dream of becoming doctors and become, dream of becoming nurses and become, dream of becoming a lawyer and become, where youth find opportunity for employment and advancement of their future. Those are the kind of Liberia we should be talking about building. Building a Liberia where leaders have honesty and they serve with integrity and accountability. That is the kind of Liberia we should be talking about building now. We build Liberia where citizens live with dignity and pride, not to be begging for little or small money from friends abroad, and to sustain their family and to address some basic need. That is not the kind of Liberia we want to build now. We're not saying helping your friends is a bad thing. We're not saying sending 1 or 2 change to your friends is a bad thing. But we want a country that a Liberia that will be able to provide jobs opportunity for our friends and family. So that the day we go Liberia to, your friend can say, my man, come, I got something for you. That's the kind of society we want to build. People that put initiative in America, in Europe, they don't have 2 heads. They have the same heads as we all do. They're just thinking nationwide. They're thinking nationalistically. They're not thinking about themselves. They're thinking about generation to come. That is the kind of Liberia we want to build. So this is the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where truth lives, where hope rises, and the people speak. So as I tell you, fellow Liberians, we need to wake up. We need to wake up from our slumber. We need to see things happening. We need to hold our leaders accountable. We need to make sure that our people that we are voting 2029, we have already made our mistakes. Those mistakes are made. The people you voted, you can't take them from there again. You can't change them. They're already dead in 2029. And it will become a mistake if you take similar person. It don't have to be the same person, but you take people that think in that same direction and put them there again as a leader. Then you get another 6 years to go. Add 6 years to your year. See how far you're going. Somebody can say, but you in America, what are you worrying for? You're in America. I can work. I can take care of myself. I can do projects. I can build my house. I can do anything I want to do. I can ride in a car I want to ride. But Liberia is our common denominator. We will all retire to Liberia soon. That's the reason why we want a country that is stable, a country where stability reigns, a country where the youth are doing well, so that when we're doing our investment will be protected. So that when we put our money there, our money will be protected. We don't have to come and be looking on our shoulders in the evening or in the night when walking in our own country. And those things will happen when the youth are idle, when the youth are not employed, when the youth are just moving around taking drugs. You will find those kind of situations in the country. The government need to address that. The government need to fix things. There are a lot of things government can do, a lot of initiatives. Agriculture alone is sufficient to take almost 50 to 100,000 young people within a year out of poverty. Agriculture alone can do that. Agriculture can do that. Take a bunch of young people out of poverty. Agriculture can do that. Create agriculture bank. Put money in the bank. People can access it. Loan. People can access grant. Go and do farming. They will be self-sufficient in food. When you go to the African store in Liberia, in America, yeah. Go to the African store. One small parcel of fufu, we buy it $15, $20. Imagine when a Liberian farmer is exporting those things to America. See how much remittance will come back to the country. One small gari bear, $10 in America, yeah. Cassava, one stick of cassava, when they go away, they tell you they want at $12. One cassava. And when you go to the cassava, they even don't go. That's the kind of money we pay for the things here. But Liberia soil is rich. Nima Kante can give you cassava that big like my head. They can give you plantain, one plantain here. When you go to the store, when you see one plantain for $1, that means a small piece of plantain for $1. For one plantain. $1. That's why we buy in the store here. So imagine you exporting those things to America here. Because with abundance in Liberia, you can export. Having no kind of agricultural product coming to America, going to Europe, going to Canada. See how much money will be pumped back into the economy for improvement. But you need to empower farmers. I am a farmer. I have a cocoa farm. Some of you that have been following some of my videos and stuff I post, you can see. But we are constrained. There are a lot of people that started cocoa farm with me that I know they had to quit. They quit the farm because it is expensive. To run a farm is expensive. We don't even have, look at a fertilizer. Just a few days, I bought at 9, it's a 6 bag of fertilizer, $60 for one. And the fertilizer ain't go nowhere yet. I need maybe 25 to 30 bags of fertilizer for my farm. If I am paying $60 for one bag of fertilizer, how much local farmer can able to afford that to run a farm? That's just fertilizer. You are not going to pesticides. You are not going to fungicides. You are not going to insecticides. You are not going to that one. Before you go to worker, the labor costs. You are not going to that. Before you go to people that will brush and plant, you are not going to that. Because we still doing substantial farm, we still brushing with cutlasses because we have not even gone mechanized yet. The government should have those machines, those tractors, those machines that will help people clean the farm on an industrial scale. Where when you're doing cocoa, alone, when you see cocoa farm, it will be a whole plantation. Government needs to intervene in this thing. And agriculture, unfortunately, is one of their major pillars. But how much is in the budget for agriculture? How much money are they giving to agriculture in the budget? It's not much. It's not much. They're not giving nothing much to agriculture, but agriculture is their pillar. Because they are hoping that a donor will give money for agriculture. They are hoping that they can go and take on, somebody will get a grant for agriculture. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why you want somebody to do for you what you can do for yourself? But you put money in a budget to go and get 45, 50,000, 100,000 in a car. You can put it there. You can put it right there. You got the speaker, the deputy speaker. They get up to $2 to $3 million in the budget for them. But local government schools, Look at universities. Look at hospitals are receiving less than $250,000 to run the hospital for 1 year. Because when the budget pass is for 1 year period, from January 1st to December 31st, that is the budget year. Because we run a calendar year budget now. So just calculate that. If they give your entity $20, they mean $20 for the year. You're going to get nothing more than $20 for the year. So that is what our people are confronted with. So imagine a minister receiving a budget of say $78 million or $25 or $30 million. That money is what you're going to get for that year. If he use this, the other one, and some finance and put it in your pocket, that's why he become rich for that year. Because there is no accountability. Transparency is a very scarce commodity. We can't even find it before you talk about it. The nation is bleeding. Our people are suffering. If the nation continue on this trajectory, I foresee danger. If Liberia continue on this path, I foresee danger. I pray that it shouldn't happen. I pray that it shouldn't happen. Because our youth are so vulnerable to the extent that it can be used by anyone to cause chaos and crisis. Our youth are so vulnerable that anybody come and tell us, say, come, I'll give you this, that will cause instability. They will wake up and go there because there is no hope for the young people. We are calling on the government to prioritize the citizens. That budget does not reflect the aspiration of the people. If the government were wise and sensible enough, they will recall that budget and do budget real. They will revisit that budget and adjust things and put money in places that matter most. They will cut down on foreign travels. They will cut down on allowances and gas. They will cut down on salary. And they will focus on agriculture. They will focus on loan and grant for farmers and entrepreneurs and business people. They will focus on education. And they will focus on technical and vocational skill of our people. If you can't do that, the nation is going nowhere. If you can't live up to that expectation, your nation will be doomed. Your youth will be hopeless again for the next 6 years. So like our young people, like I said, this 2026 budget, nothing in it for you again. Nothing in it for you. You're wait for 2027. You're wait for 2027. Now, all I can tell you people, wait for 2027. So I will tell you all today, look at 2029 to be a game changer. Look at coming 2029 to be a year of revolution for Liberia. All the bookers sitting in our house there, call themselves representative and senator, you guys need to put all of them out. Put them. I will be there. 2029 I will be there. You will put them out and replace them with people that have the interest of the nation at heart. You live in a community. You can see people that want things to happen. Look at our healthcare system. No improvement. No, that's the reason why you don't even see a lot of Liberians or Liberian in the diaspora don't even want to go home because they're thinking if they fall sick, where do they go? If they fall sick, where do they go? If somebody go to Liberia now, boom, the person falls sick. Where are you going to carry them? You go to JFK, no bed. If you're lucky to get bed, they say, oh, we don't have Tylenol. No Tylenol in the hospital. No headache, no pain medication in the hospital. Can you imagine in a government-run institution? But you allocating 2.3 million, 1.6 million to speakers and deputy speakers. 3 million now you're allocating to them. But the hospital does not have medication. They don't have gloves. They don't have any pharmaceutical product to take care of patients. They don't even have beds. But you gave him money out to lawmaker. The lawmaker is receiving $2,000 in gas leave. And sometimes I wonder, where are the youth? Where are the young people? Where is FLA, Federation of Liberian? What are you doing to stage your protests? What are you doing to get on the street and demand that the budget be realigned and revisited to prioritize the youth, to prioritize development in the country, to cater for basic social services like hospitals, like schools, and other stuff? What is Federation of Liberia Youth doing? They have become politicized. What is the Liberia Council of Churches doing? To call a spade, to let the government know that they are not performing to expectation. They have become political patronage. They have been politicized. They have, because they want to be on board. Some of them want to work on board. Some of them want government job. But then you forsake the job of your institution. Those are institutions that are supposed to call government to order. How can you have a country of over 70% that are young people? Over 70% of Liberians are young people between the age of 1 to 35 years old. They are 70% young people, but they are not included in their government, in the governing process. They are not included in decision making. You got all the old heads that are the ones that occupy all the government seats. But you got young people, and then the young people are not educated. They went to schools. Some of them got masters. Some of them doing PhDs, but they can't even get a good fitting job because the government is based on who know you. It's based on who know you. How many years we're going to prioritize our country going to be moving in that kind of line? How do we develop when things are based on who know you? When you belong to the political party or the politician, oh, this make it work with us because he is a sedition, or he is a member of the ANC, or he's a member of Unity Party, he can work with us. How long we're going to continue in that path? Liberia, we are too old for that. Every day, I will try to make it my duty every time to come on the show to conscientize the youth, to let Liberians know that the government needs to do better. We should not be singing praise song when the government put light on. It is their duty to put light on. When they put light on, just say, yes, you're doing your job. You should not go and be all over the place, dumb, happy that they are done what Napoleon did not do in your entire military career. No, they're not doing anything extra. They are doing what they were put there to do. If the government build road, yes, that's their job they are doing. They have been put there to build road. So they're not doing nothing extra. There is nothing extra that they are doing. If the government is making water to come in the city, it is the job of the government to make water to come in the city. So what extra are they doing? I should be singing extra praise song for them. I'm not saying it because I hate any government. I support the government because I want it to succeed. But let us not make it like they are transforming the Raktas and the Boktios, that they are doing what nobody have ever done. No. The government has to do the job that they were put there to do. When you came over, you said the system was broken. You said you will prosecute people for corruption. How many persons have gone to jail? Because those are your key points. Oh, President, the government is the most corrupt government in the world. The people are stealing money. Samuel Tuwe is a criminal. Samuel Tuwe walking there free on the street. You're scared of Samuel Tuwe. Yeah, Nathaniel Magede, a senator. All the people call corruption, King Kone, Bill Traore there. They are senators today. You can't even touch them. All the people you say you will do you only use lyrics. You lie to the people. You conjure the people because you wanted the people to vote for you, hoping that when they vote for you, you will come and change nothing, but you're not going to change anything. We know you're not going to change anything because you have the same intention to steal. You have the same intention to get what they got and walk away. That's what you want to do. But I can promise you 2029 will be different. People will be held accountable. I see a new wave. I see a new wave of leaders coming in the country in 2029. A new wave. People that will hold people accountable. Going back from Ellen days, people will be held accountable. People will be locked up. Build new set of prison and lock them up. They will pay for what they have caused that country. So if you like, don't do anything. If you like, keep moving around thinking that, oh yeah, you're not prosecuting because tomorrow when you go to another person, not prosecute, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're behaving like you're doing charade, like you want to get it done. Establishing war crime code, economic crime code. For how many years? For how many years? You'll be doing it when election time reaching, then you either speed it or small. You arrest one or two person to create charade. Then later on they say, oh yeah, the people are trying. You're not trying, you're not doing nothing. We're seeing you. We're using our binoculars. We are watching you keenly. We know you are doing nothing. We are using our tuatara, the tear out to see you and know that you are doing nothing. 2 years is sufficient for a government to set up a perfect pace that they want to work on. Look at Tuareg, Burkina Faso. Look there. The guy used less than a year to strengthen the government to make things to work. When the government comes with a clear vision and a clear path, you don't need long time to start executing them. You don't need long time. So, fellow Liberians, I have taken much of your time. We will be on this. We will continue to discuss the issue. We will continue to talk. If you feel that you want to be part of the discussion, you want to be part of the platform, you are free to come and join. We ask every Liberian, anybody that have the time that want to form part of this platform, that want to contribute to the show, we can bring you on. Just inbox us, send a message. Oh, the next time you're on the show, please, I want to come and give contribution. We will send you the link. We will send you an invite. You'll come to the show. You'll be able to contribute, because it is collective voices that make things a change in the country, not just one. One man cannot make it happen, because one tree cannot make a forest. We need a lot of people to come on. So I'm asking you, like I said, this show came to stay. I'm not deterred or I'm not carried away by how many person is watching. I'm not care about how many person is commenting. I appreciate those that are watching. I appreciate those that are commenting. But we know we're not going to stop. We will continue to provide information to our people. We will continue to educate our people. We will continue to provide guidance for our people in how to proceed in coming days, in coming years, in coming months. We will not relent. There's a cause that we have chosen to undertake, and we will do that to the best of our ability. For every time we have the slightest chance, I will be on the show, and I will continue to let Liberia know that they deserve better, that the country needs to do better for the people, that the government must work to make things happen. The government must make things happen for the people. So please, our Facebook page, Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, the same Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Share our live, share our page, or on your page, share with your friends and family. Let them watch it. Invite them to the show. Let them come in. The contribution is what we need. We need contribution. We need people giving their input. We need people forming part of the discussion. We need a whole panel here to join a panel discussion so we can move the show forward. This show is intended for young people. It's for the youth. It's for people that want to see Liberia going forward. Everyone is invited, regardless of the political affiliation. What are you from? ANC, CDC, United Party, Line, you from anywhere, you are invited to the platform. We have space, we have room for you. As long as you are available to come and speak to the minds of young Liberians to make them to understand on what is going on, we appreciate you joining. So on this note, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you for the time. I appreciate you for the effort. I appreciate you for your continuous support. You would think that it's little, but it's big to me. It's great to me. I really, really, really appreciate everything you do for the platform. Everything you do. And the platform is going to grow. I promise you, with time, it's going to grow. So let's keep safe. Let's keep informed. And let's keep being there for one another. Be your brother keeper. Thank you.
From the towering peaks of the Woolajezi Mountain in Lofa County to the golden plains of Bomi River Basin, through the verdant greens of the Sapo National Park, a place where monkeys whisper secrets and pygmy hippos tread unseen, from the valleys to the roaring coasts of Monrovia, Buchanan, Harper, and Robertsport. These are the voices that travel unfiltered, uncaged, and unstoppable. Welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where we speak the languages of the land, celebrate the cultures of our people, beat the drums of our tribes, and dance to the rhythms of our identity. This platform is more than just a broadcast. It's a movement, a megaphone for the people. No scripts, no sugarcoating, no stage management, just the truth, pure, bold, and proudly Liberian. Tune in, turn up the volume, and join your host, George Senator Sibo, the Pan-Africanist, shaking the mic, breaking the silence, and speaking for the nation and its people. The Liberian Voices Unfiltered. All hail, Liberia hail. It is raw, it is real, it is authentic. From the bushes to the beaches, this is our voices, our truth, and our story. It must be heard.
Yeah, so February 2nd, second day in the year 2026. Be safe out there. Be safe. Go to church, go to mosques, pray for your country. We need to see Liberia move forward, regardless of the political party in charge. We have one denominator, which is Liberia. Be safe, stay peaceful until we meet again. Ciao. Thank you.